Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gerard, Witch of Earth's Curious Goods, and well, how are you guys? It feels like it's been a long time since I've made a video. I think it's been at least a few weeks, I know that much. But as all of you know, I run an online store, so it has been keeping me very busy. So I'm just still trying to find my balance during busy season and also making content for all of you. But don't worry, I will still continue making content. You don't worry about that. But today's video is about Advanced Candle Magick 2, okay? So if you have not seen my Advanced Candle Magick 1, I'll put a link down below in the description so you can visit it if you are so inclined to do so. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so I am just going to assume that you have not seen my Advanced Candle Magick 1 video. And for those of you that have seen it, this is kind of a refresher course. As all of you know, Advanced Candle Magick, in my opinion and in my experience, advanced is just layered magic, layered spells, right? I am also a ceremonial witch, so I know about ritual and pomp and circumstance and building it up, and there's a purpose for everything, okay? So in Advanced Candle Magick, what I'm showing you is there is a purpose to why it's a layered type of spell, or why there's a continued part of it, or why you have to do these certain things, whether it's to raise energy, to communicate with spirits, the other side, and so forth. There's a plethora of reasons. But this in particular, I'm going to just show you how to it's not very hard in my opinion. I think it's a easier form of Advanced Candle Magick than there's a lot of other different ways. I'm just going to show you what works for me. So if you are not savvy at the beginnings of protection or castings of circles and things of that nature, you may not want to attempt this spell, so just kind of watch the video, kind of watch the spell, kind of get the knowledge of it, but you may not want to attempt it if you're not comfortable with doing protections and circle castings and things like that, because I'm not going to go over that. That's the whole reasoning behind why this is an Advanced Candle Magick video, because you already have that foundation, you already know those things, so I'm not going to go over that with you. For those of you that already have that foundation, you'll find that very boring if I go step by step by step by step of those things. But I will go step by step on this particular spell. So you're going to need a few things, right? You're going to need a pot with soil, or you're going to need an area of your yard where you can dig up, okay? You're going to need a candle, something to hold the candle, a heat-proof safe dish or something of that nature. This is going to be my heat-proof safe dish. You're also going to need some salt. You can use eggshells as well, but I find salt to be very effective, okay? So the purpose of this spell is we are going to imbue this candle in particular with elemental magic, element of earth in particular. We're going to work with those elementals, those earth spirits, to grant us favor, manifestation, candle magic, to imbue this candle so that when we do burn it, we're forming that connection and that friendship, okay? If you guys already know, long time ago, I kind of briefly discussed it, but I'm also an elemental witch, so I do work with the elementals and the elements. It is very intrinsic to my craft. My magic is always connected to that. And when I say that I'm connected to it, it's sort of like being friends with the elements, or the elements are kind of my neighbors, and that's how I kind of view it. For those of you that know, I'm a devotee and I kind of honor God, so that is like at the top of the chain, nothing goes above it kind of thing. And then I have my friendships, or my neighbors that I work with, that I'm very polite with, and they work with me. So we're working with the element earth. So let's begin. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your candle and you're going to want to bury it in that potted soil so it's just a pot filled with soil, and you're going to bury it, okay? You might want to mark it with a crystal so that you know where you actually buried it. And once you bury it, you're going to say this spell. Candle buried here within, element of earth, please gather here. Elementals, I summon this night, imbue this candle with your might. You're You're going to want to do this at nighttime. You don't want to do this during the day. I just found it very effective when I did this at night. I've tried it both ways, where day and night. I found that the element of earth is very receptive at night. I assume, and this is just my opinion, that the earth is dark and damp in a lot of the descriptions of the elements and the description of the elementals that are connected to it. They're kind of that environment. But, you know, this spell in particular, like I said, in my experience, I found that doing this at night helps. So yes, try to do it at night. If you can do it on a full moon, even better. I noticed that that also enhanced the energy. So for those of you that work with moon energies, that would be the time. Do it during a full moon or also during a new moon. New moon is even better. Out of the two, I did not find any differences as when I did it during a new moon or during it during a full moon. So choose which one works better for you. I particularly like the full moon because the light is kind of shining down, and it's easier to do my workings at night. But by all means, make the magic your own. Need a token or an offering, okay? So it's sort of like going to your neighbors. Back in the day when they would go to the neighbors and bring them cake, or, you know, welcome them to the neighborhood, or just in a way of friendship, you kind of bring a turkey dish or something, I don't know. But the purpose of this is to offer your friendship to the elementals, to the element of earth, to the spirits of earth, okay? To ask them to help you. So what I did is I just took a plate. Bread and honey kind of was the thing back then on offerings, and so I found that that was very effective. I've tried like apples and different types of fruits and vegetables. I've tried meat. I've tried all different types of things, and I did find that the bread and honey, for me in particular, to form my bonds, they were very receptive to that. And how I knew too, you'll know when you're giving your token or your offerings that nothing in nature will touch it. No ants, no bugs will touch it. So first I would just offer bread, not even the honey part. I would just do like maybe sugar or sometimes even molasses, and nothing would touch it and was not accepted. And that's how you'll know when they accept it, is because it'll be gone. And so when I changed it up to bread and honey, I found that it worked perfectly. It would just disappear, and I took it as a sign that our friendship is made, that you accept it. Make the magic your own, so you're going to want to trial and error. That is how it works for our friendship. How my bond with the element of earth is that bread and honey works well with a lot of the elementals in that aspect. Say this before offering your token. You're going to say, spirits of earth and our friendship made, I ask that you, okay? And this is where you are going to ask what you want the candle to do, what you want them to do. So for me, for instance, I would say, spirits of earth and our friendship made, I ask that you imbue this candle with your magic and power so that it will bring prosperity, that it will bring healing to, or that it will offer a light of protection around your bread with honey, or whatever you so chose to give as an offering or token. And you're just going to say, here is a token of my thanks. You're going to leave that bread and honey for them, and just walk away. You don't look back, you don't kind of wonder, you just kind of don't look at it, okay? So I usually just leave it. There's a little area in my garden on my patio that, you know, I just leave it, and then I just come back the next day, okay? So during the day, I'll come back to that area that I buried the candle, and I'll take a look. If the bread is gone, the friendship is made, the offering is accepted, okay? So then now I'm just gonna, you know, unearth the candle and then bring it back. Okay, I don't ever wash it, I don't clean it or anything of that nature. I just leave it as is. It's already charged, it's got the earth energy, it's got a little bit of the dirt on it. If some of you know, if you've worked with the dirt or sand or any of the earth elements, you just know how powerful it is. So you just definitely want to leave that on there, okay? Then with your fireproof safe dish, you're just going to, or candle holder, keep that on there, and so there we are. All right, that's where your salt's going to come in. Salt is also connected with earth, the element earth, but it is also very protective. You're going to put a circle of salt around it in a clockwise manner. It's going to serve as two things, okay? One, it's going to serve to protect your space, protect this actual candle from any interruptions, your thoughts. Maybe you're going to overthink, maybe you're wondering if the magic's going to work. This helps with anyone that overthinks. This spell is wonderful for that. But that's where the circle of salt comes in. It kind of just contains the energy, protects it from outside influences. But once again, it is also connected to earth, so it amplifies the energy, what the elemental spirits are going to be doing for you, for whatever you decided to imbue this candle with. Okay? Now, before you light this, you're going to want to cast your circle. For those of you that work with circles or know how to cast a circle, you know all about it. It helps contain the energies, helps also to protect you from outside influences. Then you're just going to light the candle within your circle. And then you're just going to meditate on what you want, thinking about it or what you want accomplished, okay? You're not going to let the candle burn down. You're going to burn it over time, okay? This kind of gives it gives the element time to work. For those of you that have worked with the element of earth or the elementals, you know that they're not quick in making results. They're a little slower on making results, but the results do come and the results are miraculous. So I love working with earth. It's very stable as far as the magic goes. But yes, you're going to want to burn this over time until the candle's burnt down. When it's burnt down, then you're going to go back to that same exact spot that you buried the candle originally, and you're going to bury the remains there, okay? The remains of the candle wax, if there's anything with that salt, so forth. Of course, you don't want pets to dig it up. You also want to keep it safe from any kind of nature thing. So if you want to put like a large rock over that area to protect it from being dug up or so forth, so be it. But not me. I just put it back in that potted soil. That's why I do love that, is because you can move it around and you can control a lot what's going on with it. But it's strictly for magic. You guys enjoyed that Advanced Candle Magic Part 2 tutorial. And once again, like I said, it is just my opinion on Advanced Candle Magic. It's a layering of magic. It is a layering spell. It is by no means to change your view of Advanced Candle Magic. I just wanted to share that with you, this advanced form where it's casting circles, it is protecting it, it is working with elementals, working with the element of earth, working with spirits, working with those types of energies. And in my opinion, that is very advanced. As always, I hope all of you are well. I look forward to seeing you guys again. Thank you for stopping by and watching me. Till next time, stay earthy, stay magical. Bye for now.